4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Roland. How are y'all today? Today I got something I want to talk about, man. And I got this topic, man, from a young man came in the gym the other day. You know, a young teenager guy came in the ring with no boxing experience. He had no boxing experience, but it looked like he could fight. You know, it looked like he might have been from the street because he knew how to hold his hands, he knew how to fight. But he was fighting as a southpaw. And then when I asked him, like, are you right-handed or left-handed? He told me he was right-handed. So normally I was told from way back in the day that right-handers, that's southpaw, is at a disadvantage. I was told that if you're a southpaw fighter and you're fighting, if you're a right-handed fighter and you're fighting southpaw, that you're a one-handed fighter, that you set him up with the jab and you ain't got nothing to knock him out with, because your left hand ain't your strong hand. And so, you know, that was me. I was taught the wrong way. I was taught the wrong way from 8 years old. From 8 years old all the way to 18 years old, I was a right-handed southpaw. I had 131 wins with 8 losses. And now I was turning pro. Time to turn professional. And so I had to get a professional trainer. So when I was shopping around, we was getting professional trainers. This one guy told me that I was a right-handed southpaw and that I was wrong, that I was doing it wrong. How can I be doing it wrong? I got a 131 wins with 8 losses. He said, you're fighting with one hand. You're a one-handed fighter. So he switched me up, started teaching me how to build my left jab up, to fight orthodox. I back and forth. Automatically, I would get in the ring, I'll try to fight orthodox. I'll start off orthodox. But as soon as I get in trouble, I automatically switch back to what we know. That's what we do. That's our nature as human beings. We go back to what we know. So I'm going to tell you what dawned upon me. This young man came in the ring, and he told me that he felt comfortable as a southpaw. Now, what am I to do? I don't want to switch him up because he looks like he could be a good fighter as a southpaw. So for the last couple of days, this show been on my mind, and I want to share this show with the boxing fans. And I would really appreciate all the input I could get on this right here. What do you think about this? Because back in the day, southpaws wasn't that common. I mean, it was the Marvin Haglers, you know, Michael Moore, Sweet Pea. It was a few good southpaws. You know, I mean, you know, all I ever knew that they all was left-handed. They were southpaws. But nobody wanted to fight southpaws. I mean, the way they train you to fight a southpaw is to move to the southpaw's right. You move to his right, which would be your left, and stay away from the powerful left hand that most southpaws have. I think the secret, though, to it all is the right-handed southpaws. I think the right-handed southpaws is a secret weapon. I think you're right-handed, so your opponent is going to move to your right, away from your left, thinking that you got a powerful left and moving right into the knockout punch, which is going to be your right hook. That was my secret weapon. Most of my knockouts came from the right hook. People thought I was real southpaws. And as I started pawning around this right, I don't want to tell a guy, oh, you're doing it wrong. Fighting as, you know, you're right-handed, you got to put the left leg in front. And so that's been a controversy. What should I do with these young guys that come in the wrong way? When they come in, do you teach them the right way or do you let them feel comfortable? I don't know. I think we got to teach them both. Because now I'm looking at the Terrence Crawford fight. And his secret weapon, if you guys don't recognize it, is his right hook. That's why his jab is so powerful. That's why he's able to drop a Spence with a little hook, a little short jab, because he's right-handed. He's a right-handed southpaw. That's a secret. What about Ennis, Gerard Ennis? He's right-handed, but he's a southpaw. This is a funny thing because this was me. The whole career fighting as a southpaw, turned professional. They tried to switch me to orthodox. So I learned both and I was good at both righty or lefty. But when I'm looking at the fights now, I never seen so many southpaws in my life. We used to watch boxing, and maybe, you see a southpaw every now and then. Now you can watch 3, 4 fights on a show, and all of them be southpaws. I mean, southpaws mean that you're a left-handed guy compared to a right-handed guy. I don't know the percentage of how many left-handers compared to right-handers that's born, but I have to think that there's less left-handers in the world than right-handers. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll check and see that out. But I think the secret weapon is you're a right-handed southpaw. Something to think about. You got a good jab, a good, strong, solid jab because you're right-handed. You got a good, solid right hook because you're right-handed. And I think you can work on your left, developing your left. But even if your left is not a knockout, you throw the left and you come back with the right hook, because we always teach our fighter hook after. If you're a right-handed fighter, after you throw the right hand, you come back with the left hook. If you're a left-handed fighter, you throw the left, you come back with the right hook. Now, when you fight a southpaw, the textbook says that we keep our left leg on the outside of the southpaw's right leg, which means our right hand is closer to his face than his left hand is to your face. And so that makes what's the word I'm looking for? That makes the solution to fighting a southpaw is the right hand, left hook. You hit him with the straight right hand and the left hook. Straight right hand and the left hook. But to do that, you have to be in a situation that makes his right hand closer to you. So he'll hit you with a jab and a little hook before you can even hit him with the right hand. Because his feet is to fight you with his left on the outside. So now his jab is closer to your face. And his jab is powerful because he's a right-handed. Just as Derek Poppy Roland at Strictly Boxing. Some thought to think about. I would appreciate your input. Okay, we got these, something to think about. I've never seen so many southpaws in boxing. Is it that they're real southpaws that's left-handed? Or have they been converted to right-handed fighters fighting southpaw? Something to think about. This is Derek Poppy Roland at Strictly Boxing.